Hi everyone. A video here regarding the diet analysis of a dog and what we really should be feeding our dogs rather than what we do feed our dogs. Now bear with me. I wasn't able to get the audio working without these ridiculous headphones, so I guess I'm just going to look like an air traffic controller today, and I'll just proceed to make sure that I have the proper audio. Alright, so I wrote down some key points which I find pretty important, and this is regarding a dog's ancient diet and the dog's diet that is typical that we feed today. So sometimes I've heard and read things as well that people are told that if they have a larger dog breed that they should decrease the protein to postpone the growing. I mean, I've heard this a few times. That doesn't make any sense to me, so I said let me go on the web and do more research on top of the research that I've already done. And anyway, why don't we start by going over the dog's ancient diet. When I say ancient diet, I mean what they have been eating. Now, keep in mind the genetic makeup of a dog is 99% that of a wolf. So why would a dog not eat a diet as close as we can get it to a wolf? So let's take a look at this comparative analysis table that I did here. You can see the nutrition table, protein. You're looking in the ancient diet about 56%. Of course, they're carnivores, dogs, just like wolves, and they're just going to go ahead and eat carcasses. Let's face it, they eat flesh. 56%. Now, dry dog food, the lower the quality dog food, the lower the protein content. So the lower end dog foods are going to have, I've seen some with less than 20%. And then as we get higher, and I did a video last week on my review of some grain-free dog foods that I use, but you'll see the higher end ones are going to be higher in protein. Now why? It's because protein costs money. I mean, typically animal protein means meat. It means turkey, it means chicken, it means bison, duck, whatever it may be. And typically the price per pound is higher than it's been in a long time. In fact, I was just reading that beef prices are up, I think, about 30% over the course of the last 12 months. So keep that in mind when you do buy dog food. Now, how do they counteract this? Well, remember, corn and wheat are still cheap as comparable to meats. So this is why when we go to the store, typically we're going to see a large amount of carbohydrates. Now, if you can find a nature video where they're tracking the wolves, where the wolf is actually going to stop and start eating some grass or some grains or something other than a carcass, please let me know. I have yet to see anything like that, and again, we're going against the diet, the true diet. Look at the carbs here. The ancient diet, actually, sorry, I'm not going to, skipping something here. 25 to 30% fat. That's pretty significant. Again, look at the fat content in the dog foods. That's kibble, store-bought. You're going to find a much lower percent. 8 to 22% in dog food. Again, higher the fat, typically the better the dog food. Okay, now I know, contrary to what people may have been taught, well, I thought low fat was good. Well, these are not humans, okay? Their body is designed to metabolize protein and fat. Let's get to the carbohydrates. 15% in the ancient diet, 46 to 74% in dry dog food diet. No wonder why so many people have so many different problems, allergies, cancers. I mean, just an amazing amount of problems out there. So I'm always reading on the web, I'm always doing research, and I always checking on forums. I mean, not to mention the chemicals that many people put on their dogs that are linked to things like cancer, but that's another animal in itself, and we'll talk about that at another time. But the higher carbohydrate content of kibble compared to the dog's natural diet, I think, is pretty significant. And just kind of scanning through some of these things I have here, using a natural diet or an ancient diet, it doesn't really make sense to feed your dog a diet with high carbohydrates. I mean, again, it's going against the design of their bodies. So I made a couple points here, 7 points, some hints if you're looking for dog foods. So you want to find something that's higher in meat-based protein, higher natural fats and oil. And I could have put here, if you want to add some fat to your dog's diet, try coconut oil. I mean, it's very good. It's also anti-parasitic. So you're giving them the coconut fat, and at the same time you're getting the same effect. I'm not going to say as strong as a dewormer, but I am going to say there's a lot of properties in coconut oil that are very beneficial, not only to dogs but to humans. Again, they even now sell organic coconut oil for dogs because they see the health benefits. Lowering carbs, of course, we discussed that. That means no grain. I put that on the bottom, free of grain, but no wheat, corn. Those are the biggies. I know sometimes people give rice, and sometimes they'll give barley. They buy it's not no grain, but it has barley. But typically the corn and the wheat you read more about as far as allergies are concerned. Free of animal, vegetable byproducts. Now, I would say definitely vegetable byproducts, but free of artificial flavoring, coloring, or preservatives. The yellow number 6, just to make it colored and make it look good. When I was younger, my father would feed our Schnauzer. It was those kennel ration? I don't know. They were these little burger things, and you kind of go like this, and they smelled really good. And it was red, and sure enough, it had red dye, number 6 and number 5 or whatever. Anyway, the dog ended up dying at an older age, but it had cancer, tumors. Anyway, needless to say, I don't use any type of dog foods like that. Dog foods that have artificial flavoring. I mean, you can just smell sometimes the artificial flavoring, and the coloring is pretty easy to figure out. I mean, you're seeing bright red kibble. It kind of doesn't make sense. But at any rate, essential vitamins, minerals, I mean, that's pretty straightforward in a decent dog food. And then this is the optional one, but the one that I definitely say is important, and that is having a dog food that is free of grain. Now, what I am going to do is do another part of this video, and I'm going to show you some of the additions that I add to my dog's diet to really increase the overall health, and it works wonders, and it really makes for a robust, wonderful, happy dog. And of course, we have a healthy dog and a happy dog, and it's going to make us happier and healthier. Anyway, hope this helped. I'll do a second part, but I see we're already running close to 10 minutes, so I'll do a second part of this video. Everybody have a good one.